Hello HEMA friends and welcome to this new episode of the Longsword Beginner's Guide. Today we are going to learn a free attacks sequence to train our form, our coordination and our footwork. Without further chats, let's start. So, the sequence we are going to learn is composed in its basic form by a mandrito fendente, which starts the action, a reverso sottano with the true edge, and again a mandrito fendente. Fun fact, this particular sequence of motions was quite important in the German common fencing. In fact, it even received a name of its own, Flugelau. So let's work with this Flugelau from the beginning. Step 1. The mandrito fendente. This cut should be thrown with a full step and is meant to directly hit the opponent. After landing our first action, we charge our second blow, moving the sword toward the left side of our torso, a position which reminds the posta frontale kind of position we have seen in the fourth episode of this series. From this position, we rotate in our sottano, while stepping forward and slightly sideways with the left foot. This cut is meant to hit the opponent's arms from below. The sottano lands in a posta di finestra kind of position, as we have seen in the sixth episode of this series. From there, we rotate our sword over the head to strike the third cut, a mandrito fendente meant to go for the head or for the arms. Again, we move forward with the full step. So this is the very basic form of this sequence. Let's give a look to some details. First one, try to always move sideways while stepping. This is important in the first two cuts. Think about moving over a giant clock. Instead of going forward toward the number 12, try to move toward the numbers 11 and 1 while stepping. Second detail, try to charge your sottano properly. Move your sword sideways and backward in a wide fashion. Then launch your cut. This wide movement, funny enough, will help you speed up the cut. Sottani are moving against the force of gravity, so we need to power up these cuts with proper kinetic chains to increase their speed and power. Third, try to keep your main hand relaxed in the second part of your sottano. This is because you don't want to strain your wrist during the action, and believe me, you will not lose the sword by doing so. Okay, so now that we know the basic form, we can try to modify it a little bit. Instead of starting from posta di donna, like in the basic form, we start in breve, with the right foot forward. From our posta breve, we launch a thrust toward the opponent's head, while moving forward our front foot in an aggressor motion. This thrust can be used as a real attack or as a feint depending from your needs. When the thrusting motion is ended, we get back to our regular cutting sequence, reverso sottano with a full step, and then mandrito fendente with another full step. So here we have two different attack sequences that you can train. Now it's up to you. Try to modify the sequence yourself. Try to change one movement in the sequence, be it a cutting motion or a step, or both. Then try your own cutting motion and try to understand if it feels comfortable enough. Then drop your own version in the comment section. I will try to answer to your ideas as much as possible. So, we are at the end of the 16th episode of this series. In the next one, we will learn how to execute a proper feint. Remember people, if you want to help me and this channel, check the link to my Patreon page in the video description. Thanks for watching guys, and as always, see you next time.